What's up, players? It's Eugene for Epically Geeky Gaming. So it's been a little while since we played some games. Decided we were going to play some more games here. And, it's not spooky season anymore, so we're not playing any more Castlevania. I have to say, though, after going through and playing some of those games and finding out a little bit more about the lore and everything, I really wanted to go back and play those games like storyline, lore-wise. So I'd be jumping all over the map, and then there's some that I didn't even get to. Cyrus, speaking of which, in the chat we got Super Mega Graphics 64. Welcome, Cyrus. Welcome. He had mentioned that there were some games that he saw that no one was playing at, for Halloween or whatever that are Castlevania games, and I fully intend to go back and play some of those eventually. But yeah, I just really, really, really wanted to go through, like I was really in the mood. I was like, man, I want to play this like story-wise, like go all the way through. Because I didn't realize how much they actually connect to each other. Like, I thought they were just kind of loosely based, but you see characters move over and everything else. Like, your audio sounds fabulous. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. So anyway, I also did not necessarily want to go with I didn't necessarily want to do a theme. It's very easy. You can pick spooky games. You can pick scary games to go with Halloween. But when you get around to like Thanksgiving, at least U.S. Thanksgiving, the Canadians do Thanksgiving in October. But when you do U.S. Thanksgiving, like, are there any Thanksgiving games? Like, I can't think of any. It doesn't really kind of make sense. So I've got the door open today. I thought I would just kind of leave it open. So we may have some visitors. Lucas, are you going to, okay, he's walking away now. I thought I was going to have a cat in here, which is fine. It's just, I want to make sure they don't click, like step on the keyboard and close the stream or anything. Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, so I didn't necessarily want to do a theme for every single episode, but that being said, like, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. And my boy Alex was like, hey, what if you did for Christmas, what if you did the games that you got for Christmas? So I've been doing research on this. Like, I have an okay memory for some of this stuff. Like, there's certain games that really stand out when I was, that I got for Christmas for whatever reason. But then I thought, well, what am I going to do in November? And it kind of came to me, like, the whole point of me playing this, number one, is just to kind of get out there. And this is fun. I am having a lot of fun live streaming games online. Didn't think that was going to be the case. Like, I thought, this will be something I do from time to time. I really enjoy it. I really, really do. Mainly because I get to hang out with people in the chat, and it's a lot of fun. That being said, I know I'm going to get a chance to play a bunch of games that I've never played. In fact, I kind of want to, I don't want to say focus on that, but I definitely want to go through and play some games that I've never gotten around to. But I thought what I should do in the meantime, though, is maybe I should cover all of the games that I definitely have had. And so I thought that's what I'll do. And I'm going to do it kind of in chronological order. So with that being said, let's, there we go. We got Cyrus in chat there. Let's talk about the first thing that I'm going to be playing. And if you're, reading the chat title, or the show title, you know what it is. Let's talk about the Atari 2600. Here's the interesting thing with this console. Its U.S. release date was September 11th, 1977. 3 days later, I was released in 1977. So literally the Atari 2600 is only 3 days older than I am. And interestingly enough, 2 days after that, Cyrus Martin was released. So we've got a close connection to this thing. I was doing a little research. I was trying to find out some interesting facts and stuff, kind of put up on the screen to talk about the console and the games before I talked about them. And I didn't realize that Epic Shark, really, son? So my other boys now joined. So you've got Epic Line and Epic Shark are my two boys, at least according to YouTube. So anyway, he says, I see you. Yes, I see you too. Anyway, they're sidetracking me. Anyway, I didn't realize this thing was actually called... we are part of Atari's launch lineup. Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Yeah, we were definitely part of the launch lineup. I didn't realize this thing was actually called the Atari Video Computer System. Like, I've heard it referred to as the VCS, but I didn't realize that was the case. I didn't realize that the OG original Atari was called the VCS and did not get renamed. Oh, here's Lucas. Hello, Luke. Did not get renamed the Atari 2600 until the 5200 came out. Now, granted, of all the people to be in my chat, Cyrus Martin is here. And I guarantee you, he knew that. I guarantee Cyrus is like, oh yeah, you didn't know that, dude? So I'm kind of waiting for chat to catch up here and him be like, yeah, you didn't know that? So anyway, Atari 2600 comes out. I don't remember. I'm not sure when my parents got it. I've actually gone to the point of like actually talking to my mom and was like, do you remember when we got certain things and blah, blah, blah. She doesn't remember when we got the 2600. That being said, when I got the 2600, I had one just like this. It had the wood grain on the front of it. I remember the switches on the front. Cyrus, I do know some stuff. Yeah, I know you do. You know, when it comes to retro gaming, you know more than I do. There's no question asked. But yeah, I had one of these original consoles. And at some point, it destroyed itself. It burned up. And I don't remember how or when it happened. I just remember going in one day and wanting to play games and did the thing. And then all of a sudden, it wouldn't turn on anymore. And so my parents were like, well, we've got to replace it because you've got the games, you've got controllers, so on and so forth. So they got me another one. And at this point, it had moved on to the actual 2600. And its release date was 1986. So apparently, obviously, my original OG console died sometime after 1986 for this one to have come out. It was smaller. It cost less to produce. And it was nicknamed the Atari 2600 Junior. Now, the interesting thing about this is, let me go back over here to the camera only. Like I said, these are systems that I know for a fact that I have because I still have my 2600. And it still works. I know for a fact it still works because just a few years ago, I still have the hookups and everything on it, and I hooked it up to a TV. It looked absolutely horrible, but I did it, and I know it still worked. But yeah, one of my boys was actually in here earlier. I much prefer the look of the Junior. Yeah, I get it. Like, I mean, it's smaller, it's better. It is probably honestly better made. And the other thing is I saw really 6.7. Anyway, not touching that with a stick. Yeah, so this is the console that I had. It's still working. It's in good shape. I would love to take it apart sometime though. Mainly because I watch a lot of videos where people take apart consoles and like repair them and clean them and stuff. And I'd love to take this thing apart and see what it looks like on the inside. But anyway, for those of you who've never had a 2600, if there's anyone here that's never had a 2600, my boy was just commenting, I mean, it's not as thick, obviously, but it's roughly the same size as a Xbox Series S. Like, it's crazy that we've gone all the way around and like come back to basically this form factor. But yeah, so you've got your power button here. You've got your on-off switch here. You have your color or black and white switch because it depended on the TV you were running. You may have to run it. You might run it in color. You might could run it in black and white. Oh, but hey, Born Distracted, what's going on? Then of course you've got the place where the cartridge is. You have your reset button. You have your select button, which, at the time, I'm sure this is great. We'll put reset and select here on the console. But like, can you imagine having to get up every single time you needed one of those buttons to go touch the console? Like, that would be insane. A couple other things you've got here on the back. There we go, on the back. We've got our controller ports, of course, using certain serial ports, old school PC serial ports. We have a difficulty button switch here on each one for A and B. I'm not 100% sure what those do. Cyrus, if you know what those do, I would love to know that. Apparently we're just counting in the chat. But yeah, and then you've got your power, you've got your output, and then you've got your all-important, and I had to explain it to my boy, your channel select between 2 and 3. Because depending on what your TV was set to, it was either set to 2 or 3. So that you could actually, watch and play. One of the interesting things about this was, and like I pointed out, the fact that the controller ports were on the back of the system. The controllers did not have a long cable. In fact, here's one of my OG original Atari controllers. It's it does have the part, it comes off there, like it does. You've got your one button here. You've got your standard serial port, and the cable on this thing's not extremely long, so you can't really like get pretty far away from this thing, like when you're playing, especially considering the cable, like I said, goes around to the back. But in all honesty, like the biggest TV I may have ever played this on would have been like the big console in the living room. And it was maybe, I don't know, maybe 15 or 19 inches. Maybe it might have been 19 inches. TVs just were not big back then. Like the majority of the time this thing was played was on a 13-inch. Luckily it was color, a 13-inch television. And yes, as every child did back in the day, let's see if you can see this. It's kind of hard to focus there. You probably see some chew marks here on the thing. It's like this was a natural chew toy for small children. So the switches on the front change difficulty and game modes. Okay, cool. I figured that was the case, but I didn't really mess with it too much. So, but anyway, I loved this thing, and I do have a specific memory with it. My last real memory with it was at Christmas time, but we're going to go into that later. In the meantime, we're going to sit down. We're going to play some. We're going to play some games, and we're going to play games that I still physically own. So we're going to start. Let's see. Before I get started with that, Born Distracted. Keep in mind the TVs weren't big compared to. Oh, absolutely, yeah. 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. Oh Lord. Okay. Apparently we're going back and forth here in the chat. So anyway, where was I at? Anyway.
Well, look who we have here.
Okay, so we have my son. This is Epic Lion. I'm gonna need his help because when I was trying to set up to make sure everything was working, you gonna bring a chair in here? Yeah, he's got a chair in here. When I was gonna sit down and start playing this, I was testing it, number one, to make sure that it worked because I didn't want another situation like with Castlevania. Here, I'm going to move over a little bit so you can move up closer. So anyway, Cyrus, it's happening. So the first game that I wanted to play was the one that came with my console. Combat, released September of 1977, was included with the console until 1982, and was one of 9 launch titles, not including Cyrus and myself. But anyway, I was like, well, let's play a little bit of Combat. And I fired it up, made sure that it worked. It works just great. There's one problem, though. Combat is 2 players, and you cannot play it single player. And I completely forgot about that. I thought you could go in and just play 1 player against the computer, but you can't. So, or maybe that's what the switches are for. Maybe it wouldn't do that. But anyway, in any case, I was like, dang it, I need someone else to help me play this game. So there we go.
Is this OG War Thunder?
I don't know if y'all can hear him. He said, is this OG War Thunder? Yes, this is OG War Thunder, dude. All right. Let's go ahead and switch over here to the game. All right.
You gave me a controller, guys. Is it unplugged?
Yeah. Quite you. Anyway. Let's see here. All right, so let's play some Combat, and tell me if it's too loud, Cyrus, on the stream. So, apparently I played this before because I've got 2 of 15 achievements. So you can play 1 player, but it's just not very challenging. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I'm sure if I figured out on the keyboard, whatever the switches are on the keyboard. So, but yeah, we're going to start here. So if you've never played this game, quite literally, as you hit select, you go through. And there's all of these different quote unquote modes on the game. So like there's modes where the bullets ricochet.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
There's modes on it where like you've got different maps where there's no maps. You've got modes where where you're invisible. Both of the tanks are invisible. Wow. You've got and then so you can play it where you're invisible. And then there's modes where you're playing jets or planes, I should say, biplanes. Why are you hitting start and trying to fight me already? Multiple planes, jets. And so what's interesting on this is, and I don't remember playing on the original console, but so like up on the control pad is forward, and then like you've got left and right to turn, and then that's about it. It's kind of weird on this. So let's see here. No, I mean player 2 doesn't move, so you win easily. Oh, fair enough. So, more distracted. I can picture Asai versus Eugene. There's a way to play RetroArch online. I still need to figure that out. And if we get that going, absolutely, Cyrus and I will be playing some old school games together. What would you say?
I said, I guess I'm representing Psy.
Okay, so he's representing Sai. So this is your champion, Cyrus. So here we go.
Yeah. Okay, apparently the tanks are very slow.
Oh yeah, the tanks are very slow. Let's see how
there's
loud
range
that
on
is.
this?
Yes, there's range on it. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. All right.
What the? Did your bullet curve?
Yeah, I don't know how I did that.
I've never. Am I in range? I'm so gotcha.
So once you fire, if you turn,
Oh, it does curve. Oh, I wonder. It's like your bullets have more range. I wonder if I'm definitely having the.
what was that movie? I'm sure Cyrus remembers.
Come on, get him.
There was a movie. What was the movie where you could they were like twisting bullets in midair.
There we go.
Nicely done.
That's fun out. I gotta try. Yeah. I'm learning. I'm learning.
You're learning.
No. I gotta go forward.
Sai says you can do it, little Cyrus.
Yeah, I'm a little sorry.
Ah, that was about to hit you.
What? Oh, okay.
Oh, nicely done.
Okay, so I guess that's the reason. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting there's no reversal with these things. Oh. What? I'm right out of range. I'm right out of range. What is this game? You got games on your Atari? I'm learning. I'm gonna become a sweat from a game from the 80s.
He said he's going to become a sweat from a game from the 80s. Technically, this is a game from the 70s, son.
Dang, I didn't even exist. I was young. This game definitely looks like the cover. 10 out of 10.
Nicely done. Oh, I guess you hit reset or something.
Did I? No, I didn't actually. Converted it.
Okay, yeah, I guess it did. Oh, well, anyway. So let's go ahead and move on. These graphics are amazing. Hey, Luke's Awakening, what's going on, dude? Wanted is the movie. Yes, Wanted, that's what it was. So,
What did Epic Shark put in chat? Oh, he tried to do something and it doesn't work.
yeah, Epic Shark's trying to do something cool, and it didn't work.
It's not as cool as Milo, bro.
All right, let's try a different one. So we've got different maps. Let's just try this one. Nope, same thing.
I think. Maybe the purple one.
I'm trying to find Ricochet.
Oh.
There we go. All right, this should be fun.
This is like whenever the grenade launcher when you trap Nick in the toilet and Goldeneye and then you blew him up. Oh, the bullets I think can still curve. Okay, no, actually maybe not.
No, they don't still swerve, but they bounce.
Oh, trick shot, you got to take this. Yeah, I think I have delay because of. What the?
Come on, fire!
Hit him!
Ah!
I'm better. I need to get closer, but not too close. Oh!
You got me right before I got you. Damn it!
Nope. Okay. I think we're both not able to do this. I'm right. Oh, no.
There you go.
You hit me by a single pixel.
That's all it takes.
You're so close. Just move forward.
Ah!
Thank you. Make this more interesting.
Oh, you moved just.
No! I went through the wall. Tanks can do this in the 70s?
Sure.
I think that's pretty.
Oh, this sucks for you.
Oh no. I'm in the dead middle. You're just. I out of my reach.
I know, right? Ah! Come on. Do it. Do it.
I need to move forward. Oh, no. Get me out. I don't want to be here no more.
Oh! Mountain comeback.
What? Oh, you're right on my range. Oh, we move? 360? No! I'm gonna get the 360. 360? Isn't close.
That was it. I won that one, so. All right.
Off close, definitely. Oh, what the?
I don't know.
Huh. What do we do? Do your bullet too?
I don't know. I don't understand. They're not hitting each other. That's weird.
Does anyone know in chat what this does? Are we supposed to run into it? No.
Beats me.
I guess it's
That was weird. All right.
Oh no. Is this invisible? Oh, we can see. Oh, okay. So I guess we have rapid fire tanks.
Sure.
Holy. What was I doing? If you're turned to the side, you can rapid fire. I don't know why you figured that out. I got you. No scope?
You got a no scope? What?
Yeah. I mean, I guess we're gonna hit each other. You're so close. Come on. Oh no, I have to
Gotcha.
No. I was trying to go up on the side. You're so weird.
Damn it. Oh!
Watch this. No. I'm trying to be cool, but I can't. Oh, okay.
Damn it.
Wait. No. Oh crap. I'm screwed. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just moving.
Fire so I can see you, damn it.
What? I'm firing.
Gotcha.
Oh, there I am.
Let me tell you, this game was like the GOAT for dads and uncles and grandpas at Christmas time.
So you?
Yes, for so me.
You're part of the grandpa category.
I'm part of the grandpa category.
Oh, you're back there? You wanna be friends? Come here.
Shark, it's not working. See, the score's blinking, so I think we're about done. Oh!
Spinning.
Time's almost up. Ah, we tied on that one.
Okay.
Yep. All right, let's try this.
So how does this work?
Same concept. I'll let you fly around a little bit.
Oh, there's clouds.
So up and down.
Okay, it is inverted.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
What? Yes. Oh. Oh, so we can really only move. My War Thunder experience. Oh, Top Gun? Top Gun? No. Backflip? You're in a dogfight. I'm gonna go to the other side.
Oh man, I missed you.
Close. This one's a lot better than the pink one, to be honest.
You are kicking my butt on this one.
I don't know. Oh! I'm just a better pilot, Dad.
Oh, you're a better pilot? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's spy plane. It's spy. Oh. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, you should have had me just then. Oh!
No, I was trying to see if I could get the game to teleport me to the other.
Oh, that...
Oh, I'm just in a spinning. Top gun? Oh, flip her up? I don't even know where I am. Oh. Oh, I see. It's hard to minute. Oh, yeah. Yeah, fly right into my bullet. Oh, dang it.
Come on.
We're right out of each other's. What the? No! Oh no, I'm getting charted on by my uncle.
Oh, man, I shouldn't have shot.
I'm being shot on by my uncle. Backflip. Yes!
Nice. Buzzer beater. Nice. Okay, so that's planes. Now you have dual planes.
What is that Nick put? I think it'll work, but I don't know what it is.
Here, let's go back through real quick. I don't know if there's a way to go backwards. I know you can just go forwards. So here we go. Let's try this one. Ready?
2 planes?
2 planes.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
I think physically wise, I don't think planes just spin out when they hit each other.
Yeah, they do. They hang out like this all the time.
Hang out like this. What the? Gotcha from your booty cheeks, I guess. No. Close.
Oh, I can't believe I missed that.
No. Let me go around. Yeah.
Ah, nicely done.
Is this GTA on? This is GTA 5 online combat.
GTA Online Combat.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe I missed that. Gotcha. Oh.
Oh. I'm getting beat on this one. Oh my. Holy.
I don't know how I made that one.
Are you aimbotting me or something?
Am I what?
Are you aimbotting me?
Aimbotting you? Yeah, I'm aimbotting you. On an Atari 2600.
He's got cheats, I swear.
360 no scope.
Oh, what the? No way. Oh, wait. I fell. Oh, what the? Interception?
Oh, nicely done.
Go up. Backflip? Yeah. Oh, I see. You're trying to get me with the border on that. Oh my god, you have triple my score. I'm getting beat. There we go. Wait, you're playing split now? Oh. No.
I don't think you're going to win this one, son.
I think you're the colorblind. I'm the orange, you're the green. There we go. 21?
Well, at least I didn't beat you by 3 times, so. All right. We'll do this one, then we can play Jets, and then we can be done. So, because like I said, this isn't extremely like...
What is this?
Okay, so I don't know which one of us it is. One of us is this big jet, and the other one is 3. It is the most... This is what you give whenever someone sucks at the game, and you're just like, all right, here, it's your chance to win. So let's see who has the massive advantage in this.
What do you
I'm the giant bomber. Okay, cool.
So do you get anything, or...
No, I'm just one giant plane.
You look stretched. Actually, I think you shoot 3. No.
No, I shoot 1.
If I lose on this, I might just lose on this. How am I losing? I should be winning. Oh, backwards. Oh my god, I'm losing on the easiest mode. It's like baby mode and I'm losing. Fly around. Up. Hit a clip.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah.
Got you with that pop gun backflip. No.
Oh, how did I miss that? Oh, oh, I can't believe I got you with that one.
Well, your country.
Ah! Oh, you looked out on that one.
No. Okay. My backflip.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah, Dad. I think yours is bugs. Okay.
Oh, I can't believe I missed you with that.
Oh no, I thought you were gonna come through. Oh. That was weird.
I mean, I'm the giant plane. What do I expect? I'm going to lose.
He's big, man. At this point, I think Nick just. Oh my god.
Oh,
No! No! He's spamming. Yeah, that's what you get, spammer. Me and you.
did you call me a scammer?
Yeah. Okay.
Got to drive by on that one.
No, no, no! Oh, oh, ankles? Breaking your ankles, I guess? Turn around. You're out.
Am I going to win this one?
I'm playing on. I'm losing.
Oh, time's almost up. Oh, he tied it up. Oh, nice, nicely done. Nicely done on that one. So,
Most people don't know, but fighter pilots use this to train back in World War II.
all right, we'll do this one and then we'll call it. Okay.
The jet's faster.
I don't know if they're faster or not.
I think they're just the same thing.
So if you looks like if you press up, you go faster.
I don't think I have control. Oh, no, I do. Oh, the bullets curve.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they do.
Oh no, this is confusing. I was gonna hope that you would unspin so that.
Nicely done.
Like trick shot you. Never mind. Correct? What? Oh, you were behind me? Oh. What? Oh, I'm getting beat. I'm getting beat on this one. I think you're just fighting an AI. Oh. Unbelievable.
How did I miss that?
How did you? You tend to two. Oh no, I'm screwed. I think I'm just dumb on this one.
Do what?
You're just tracking me. I don't even know what to do. I finally hit you. Are you proud of me? Never mind. No. You got them to flip around, even curve around the map. Oh my gosh. No, I'm just. Really? Really? Yes! I think I'm getting beaten on this. Well, we'll never count. Oh! Come back, top gun strap. Yes! Does top gun strap work?
Oh, nicely done.
I need to start lasering you and you don't win. That's the thing.
Oh, I can't believe we didn't hit each other just then.
No! You beat me. Okay.
Nicely done.
Is this a family-friendly stream?
Is this what?
Is this a family-friendly stream?
A family-friendly stream? Yes. I got you on that one. So, ha! Nice. All right, dude. Well, thank you for helping out on that one. So,
You're welcome.
all right, dude. Talk to you later. Could you turn on my fan on the way out? It's getting a little warm in here.
Yeah. You need to.
So, yeah, that's combat.
Bye, chat.
He says bye, chat. I'm sure he'll probably jump back in, so we'll see. Yeah, go ahead and leave it open. It's fine. So, I wonder what Epic Shark is posting. It looks like a bunch of gobbledygook. Maybe you should come tell us what it is he's trying to do. Anyway, so that is combat on the Atari 2600. Like I said, beloved game by everyone that, dads and grandpas, going all the way back to the 70s. A lot of fun for a little while. And I love this system. It was a great system at the time. But I do have to say, though, it's not like gaming is nowadays where you have, these really long, either super involved games that have like a huge storyline and a lot of stuff to do, or you've got lots of replayability. This is a fun game to pull out every so often and play, but as you can see, like once you go through some of the modes, now granted, this was just me and my son. If my other boy was playing, then we could make it a little bit more fun. We could do the like, all right, well, whoever dies gets, swaps out. Whoever wins gets to keep going. You can make it fun and stretch it out, but after a while, like it kind of does start to get boring. And that was one of the things that I've always thought about before I move on to the next game is, I love action figures. Like I've got action figures behind me. I'm going to kind of turn this a little bit here. So like I've got action figures back there and I want to collect more action figures because action figures are awesome. And I've grown up with action figures all my life, but my boys, not so much. And I talk to other people and they're like, yeah, my kids just never got into it like I used to. And they pretty early got into, video games, whether they be on a console or on like a phone or a tablet or something like that. And even then, like they can be more involved, and that basically to say. And so I've always wondered if if this was their level of video games, would they have so quickly moved on from action figures and other toys and gotten really into video games if they weren't so involved? And then on the flip side of that is, would I have been as involved with action figures and stuff if I had video games back then that were the level of Nintendo, Super Nintendo? You know what I'm saying? That's when we started getting really, really good stuff. But yeah, it's just, I've always kind of wondered that, like, if games were quote unquote better, more involved back then, like, would I have stayed with action figures as long as I did? All right, let's catch up with chat. Yeah, there's Epically. Well. He slightly beat me. No, absolutely. I definitely did not stomp you by any means. So you're not even playing on a real Atari. You, sir, is a poser. How am I not playing on a real Atari? I'm playing on an emulator. Okay. That's fine. It's okay. It's okay, Luke. I'm playing on an emulator. But I have my Atari because I know you came in late. I still have it. My phone is an Xbox. Yeah, basically. So, I still have my Atari. It still works. A few years ago, I plugged it in. I managed to get something on the screen on a TV. Didn't look great, but I was able to do it. So I know the thing still works. I do it. And I was saying earlier, I really want to take it apart and clean it and just give it a really good cleaning. Not that I think I'm going to use it to play. It's just, this is more so, my toilet is an Xbox. Oh God. Emulators are for losers. Oh, Luke, you're hurting me, man. You're killing me, dude. It's all good. But anyway, he is playing on the PS2, Atari 67, SNES, Fortnite Battle Pass. God. I can't even keep up with what's going on in the chat. Anyway, but yeah, I want to go through and I want to clean it. I want to give it a really good cleaning just because, not that like I'm going to have this long drawn out history after I pass away and everyone's going to remember my name and all this other stuff. But like, this is part of my history. This is part of my my gaming history. So, is Ken Hank an emulator? I don't know what you're referring to. More distracted. But what I forgot to show this before I started playing the game. Where is it? There it is. And so there's my OG copy. We're going to go back up here to full screen. There we go. There's my OG copy of Combat as well for the Atari 2600. Oh, made in Taiwan. So it's interesting with these carts because some of these carts, if you look at them, some of these carts, like, if you look at it, you can see the board in there. Like you can see the pins. But like on Combat, it's hidden. Like it has to kind of fold back in itself so that you can actually get to the pins when it plugs into the cartridge. And I wonder if that was a thing, kind of like how the Super Nintendo originally had the slot in it so you couldn't pull the cartridge out, and they kind of made it just like a gradual slope so if you worked at it, you can pull it out. I wonder if that was for that reason or if it was a technical issue just because they were like, oh, if we make it so that it, it's not sticking out anymore, or, it doesn't have to do the motion of, connecting the way it did, maybe it will stay cleaner or it's less plastic to produce. Who knows? Because we all know as the 2600 went on, their quality didn't... It was bad. It got really bad. In fact, Atari's the reason why we had, at least it wasn't just Atari, but it's mainly the one that was blamed for the video game crash. So anyway, but like I said, that was combat on the Atari 2600. All right. So the next game we're going to pull up here is Pac-Man. All right. And there's my OG copy. See, I've got the other looking image on it. So used with joystick controllers. So let's see here. What else does it say on here? 1981 Atari. Pac-Man is licensed by Namco America. Yeah. So here we go. We got Pac-Man. And once again, you can't see the board in it right offhand. But so we've got Pac-Man here. And released in March 16th, 1982. April 3rd, 1982 was marked as National Pac-Man Day. Which was interesting because the game actually, it's funny because when I was doing research on this, a lot of people want to say, oh, Pac-Man came out April 3rd, 1982, but there's enough stuff online and enough historical documents are like, no, guys, it was March 16th. Like, you can retro it however you want, but that's when it actually came out. It was a commercial success, but it was panned for poor controls, graphics, and sound. Okay. So let me ask y'all about this. The OGs that are in the chat here. What are your thoughts on this version of Pac-Man? Because here's the thing. As an adult and hearing a bunch of the blowback on it, I get why people were like, this was a horrible port. This port sucked of this game. I get it as an adult. But as a kid, I thought this was just fine. I thought this was great, actually. I was just so like, I was like, it was like, okay, when you go play Pac-Man in the arcade cabinet is this big, giant arcade system and it weighs so like tons and tons of, it's huge and weighs a bunch. And so, of course, it's got more mass to it, which means it can do a better video game, right? Child logic. And so it's like, well, this is Pac-Man. So, of course, they have to shrink it down to fit into this. So it's not going to look or sound as good. But like I said, as a kid, I thought this was perfectly fine. This was a perfectly serviceable Pac-Man. Now, granted, the next video game console I didn't get and it was until the Nintendo Entertainment System. I never had an Intellivision or ColecoVision or anything like that. So I didn't have anything else to compare it. Like I said, I just knew that when you took Pac-Man from the arcade and you brought it home and you put it into this was what it was going to look like. It wasn't going to ever look any better. And that obviously wasn't the case. So let's see here. Now you're playing with power, emulator power. Eugene, is that a 3D printed copy? No, these are all legit copies. I used to push those inside the cart so you could look up inside the flap. There's a little door. Nice, Luke. If you push in the flap, that's assault. That's what I was thinking too. Use with joystick. Not used with Xbox controller. Okay, so here's we'll talk about that in a second. 2600 Pac-Man is actually fun, but it looks and sounds horrible. Like I said, Cy, it just, for me, when I was growing up, like, that's just what I thought Pac-Man was, at least at that time. Pac-Man Atari wasn't a problem to me. I never heard complaints on it until the internet became a thing and people decided to poo on everything. I blame Al Gore. The algorithm. Nice. Very well. Sai, you need to make that a shirt. The algorithm. But yeah, like I thought it was perfectly serviceable as a kid. So we're going to fire that up real quick and play it. Here's the thing. I suck at Pac-Man. I have always sucked at Pac-Man. I've never been good at Pac-Man. That was something I was going to say about controllers. So hold on. What did I do here? Okay, there we go. All right. Got my controller wound around my headset. So yeah, going back to the controller, it was a standard serial port, right? Standard serial port. You know what else uses a standard serial port? A Sega Genesis. So when we found that out, we're just kind of, we're bored, early teens, just kind of goofing off. And I, pulled out the Atari. We're all like, oh, hey, look, it's the Atari. Look how bad it looks, blah, blah, blah. And we got to look and we're like, wait, this looks just like a Sega Genesis port. Does it work? So, of course, you got to try it, right? And sure enough, it does. I have done this before. You can plug an Atari 2600 controller into a Sega Genesis. I don't know if it does any damage to the console. It didn't seem to do any damage. But when I plugged it in, yeah, it works. And it works the other way around. Now, trying to play Sonic the Hedgehog with a Atari controller like this is doable. You can play, the Atari. You can play Sega Genesis games with this controller as long as you only need one button, and it doesn't. You don't get to pick which button it is. So for Sonic, but considering all three buttons acted as jump, you could actually play Sonic the Hedgehog with this thing. Golden Axe, not so much. I can't remember if it gave you either attack or jump. I want to say it gave you one or the two. On the flip side, though, plugging in a Genesis controller into an Atari 2600, oh, that was such a much better. Like that was like you had a cross pad you could use. It was great. Like I freaking loved doing that. What little bit we did it. So. Let's see here. We had nothing to compare it to until later. We were just happy to have arcade games at home. Yep, absolutely. Bored and distracted. I'm grateful I never played this version. It's actually okay. Miss Pac-Man, though, is very good. Genesis, I always switched my controllers out later on. Yep, Coleco felt more like arcades at home. Using a Genesis controller in 2600 was great, and vice versa. Okay, good. So I'm not the only person that figured that out. Now, this is also before the internet. Like, I understand after the internet, everybody's like, oh, yeah. But yeah, before the internet was a thing, it was like, dude, you can do this? That's awesome. All right. So that being said, let's go ahead and switch over real quick. We will play some Pac-Man. Where'd we go? Oh, there we go. Atari. Okay, so I'll go down here. Go back up here. There we go. Pac-Man. Shield your eyes from the horribleness. There are 14 achievements in this game. Imagine that. What does select do? Is it just like putting me like at the later levels, I'm guessing? I'm not sure. All right, here we go. We're going to get started. And so looking at this objectively as an adult, told you, because, I'm trying. Oh, you know what? Second player is still active. Oh, that sucks. Okay, hold on. Let's reset. I forgot I did that. All right, let's try this again. Okay, gotta go back through. That's what it does. It selects both players. Okay. You're trying to get as many of the pellets as you can without having to use the power up to actually eat the ghost. So, but yeah, objectively now as an adult, I'm looking at this. Yeah, where's the music? There's no music. It's literally just the sound as you move around eating stuff. Oh, I did again. Damn it. Here we go. Yeah, like I said, it's serviceable. This is fine for what it is. This is definitely. Oh, I hit backwards. No wonder they were talking about bad controls. I get it. It's serviceable. This is definitely Pac-Man. You can't look at this and say this is not Pac-Man. But this is also not the maps that we're used to either. But it's not the right sounds. Oh, what happened? That was weird. All of a sudden it kicked me out of the game. Huh. Why is it putting me all the way back here? That's weird. What are you doing, computer? No, I don't want to do a search. 32 in one game card. No, what are you? Okay, that's weird. Hold on. We're going to do this. It's like it's getting input for something else or something. Okay, well, it's not letting me even quit out of the system. What is going on here? Is this a... I was gonna make a joke. Is this a Cyrus stream? What's going on here? I'm having difficulties here. So, but that's not fair. Everyone friggin' has difficulties, so that's not fair. My bad, Cyrus. Let's try this again. Not that I'm gonna get very far, like I said. See, like, I'm trying to get as many of the pellets as I can without having to resort to using the power-up. I got an achievement for that. I wonder what the achievements are for this game. And I know in the original arcade game, the different ghosts actually did different things. Like they actually would, one would kind of run away from Pac-Man. One would actively chase Pac-Man. One stayed on like kind of the same type of route over and over again. But it's like, these I don't think do that. I think they're all exactly the same. Is it just me or are they getting faster? Is it because I've got almost all the pellets eaten? Oh, there's one more. There we go. All right. Or I hit right. But yeah, the fact that the Pac-Man theme isn't here, like that stuff I didn't really notice as a kid. Like I said, this is how I play Pac-Man at home. So I do think it's valid to say that it's not a very good port. But once again, oh, did y'all see that? That was ridiculous. I got hit even though I was like literally eating the power pellet at the time. See, I can't do the whole thing where I wait until right before it gets to me because the collision detection on this it's pretty bad. Like it's like unless this is gonna sound weird, unless my pack lips are actually wrapped around the pellet, take it for what that is. It doesn't. I don't get credit, and like literally, I don't know if you just noticed that. I freaking was about to eat a pellet and turned really quickly, and when I did, I got it didn't count it as eating the pellet. One more. There we go. But yeah, I would like to know, like, also the fact that all the ghosts are exactly the same color. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could pick this game apart for, but at least it wasn't one of the multiple Pac-Man clones out there that were literally just like, oh, you're not Pac-Man, you're a mouse and you're eating cheese or something like that. And there's the cats coming after you. I didn't want to do that. Oh well. Okay. And that's Pac-Man. I'm done playing Pac-Man. But that once again goes back to the thing, like, now granted, as a kid, if I only had Pac-Man to maybe combat, I might get down to the point where I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to play this game as much as I can and get as good as I can. But I don't think I ever got to that way. And I think that's because of a major way that I don't play video games. I like playing games for... I didn't mean to hit that. Okay. I play video games. I don't know what's happening here. I play video games for story. I like to beat games. I like to... Like, to me, the idea of, in Super Mario Brothers, or even when I was playing Castlevania, the idea of playing Super Mario Brothers to see how quickly you can get to a high score or to get to the high score, I was like, that's not the point of this game. Like, the point of this game is to save the princess. Like, that's how I play video games. And I think that's one of the reasons why, even though I enjoyed my Atari 2600, I never, like, with the exception of a few games that I own, I think I own like maybe 2 games that legitimately have an ending or a way to quote unquote beat it. And the rest of them are just like one thing right after another. You know, it's just the same thing over and over again. And so, like, thinking that, okay, this is how I'm going to I'm just literally playing to get as many points as I can. I've never been that type of gamer. And if you are that type of gamer, that's great. But I've just never been that gamer. And so I think that's why I would play with my Atari for a while, and then I'd get bored and go do something else. So, what? This will always be my Pac-Man. I grew up with this version. Luke's Awakening. Yeah, I get it, dude. Let's see here. Because Decepticons use cheat codes. What? Oh my God, I got to go way back here. Why do Decepticons fly, yet only Autobots planes fly? Good question, Luke. Because Decepticons use cheat codes. That's 2-player. Oh, hey, Trichome. That sounds deceptive. Okay, must have been the Konami code. They had a Game Genie. This will always be my Pac-Man. I grew up with it. Yeah, Luke. This is what happens when you emulate instead of using real hardware. Oh, man, you're going to bust me on this all day, okay? God is punishing you for making baby gamer Jesus cry. Oh, my. It's not as hard on real hardware. I was a pro at this. I could beat levels with no power pills used. Really? Wow. Like I said, I never sat down and played it to that point. Yeah, on real hardware, it plays way better and the graphics are good. It also had CD music and it was do your taxes. Fair enough. Exactly. Real hardware squad. Personally, I have never used an emulator. Really? That's interesting because I was watching a stream of yours earlier today, Cyrus, and I'll just leave it at that. Of course not. If you did, you'd be Super Mega Emulator 64. Yeah, that needs to be a channel. All right, so let's see here. What's the next game we're going to play? We're going to move on to... All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the game that, even though it was not just this game's fault, this is the game that got the blame for basically destroying all of the entire video game industry. But I have to say, considering how bad it did and how much money was put into it, I get it. Now, we're talking 1982. This was released in December of 1982. The game was made in 5 weeks. So literally, this game started its life in either late October, early November, in order to get released in December of 1982. 5 weeks. And they paid $20 million to get the license. And like I said, it was blamed for the video game crash of 1983. There is a documentary. Like, it was always rumored that Atari had, like, buried a bunch of these games in a landfill. And there's a documentary, I know I watched it on Netflix, where they actually they had to go through a bunch of stuff because you can't just go dig up a landfill. There's a bunch of toxins and stuff you have to worry about. You have to worry about all this other stuff. But they finally cut through all the red tape and finally got all the way through, and they dug it up. And sure enough, it's not just E.T. the video game. There were several other games they found as well. But yes, this game was buried en masse in a landfill. And here's my OG copy of it. E.T. for the Atari 2600. You know what? I should have saved this game for my Christmas episode because considering it came out in December, I bet I probably got this one for a Christmas present. But we're not going to worry about that. We're going to go ahead and play it. Let's see here. Use with joystick controller. Atari Incorporated. All rights reserved. 1982 Universal City Studios. Yeah. So, let's see here. LOL. I wouldn't use 64 though. Never again. I'm surprised they didn't bury the 2600 consoles. You know what? They probably did. They may have done it somewhere else. So, but yeah. So here's my copy. of good old Atari. Now, if anyone in here wants to tell me that how bad I'm about to suck on this game is because I'm using an emulator and not the actual game, you can suck it. Because you know for a fact, if you've ever played this game, the reason why this did so bad is because it doesn't... it's bad. I don't know about y'all. And maybe I should look this up sometime. But what are you supposed to do in there? I know you're supposed to collect... I think you have to collect the parts to get the machine to call home, if I remember correctly. But all I remember is falling in the pit over and over and over again. And so if you've never played this game, you're about to see what everyone complains about. There it is. E.T., the extraterrestrial for the Atari 2600. Using the Stella emulator. There are 23 achievements. How the hell do you get 23 achievements out of this game? At least it's got that. I hope I don't get a copyright strike playing the music here. If I got a copyright strike for this, I might as well quit YouTube. It's ridiculous. All right. Super Mega Graphics. When I die, I want to be buried in that landfill. All right, here we go. We're in the spaceship. And it leaves me. Okay, so here's the other thing. Notice my, score, my time, my something down there in the bottom. The one button does this. But look what happens to my score, time, whatever. Life force, I guess. Maybe it's my life force. Every step I take takes away. So you're limited on how much you can move. When I use my ability, my neck ability, essentially, I hover. And so, yeah, you're automatically, anything you do, I'm going to go ahead and hit reset again because I've already burned through some of my stuff. So there we go again. 99.99. Here we go. So I'm guessing these are trees, even though I can walk over them and do whatever else. It doesn't really matter. So I guess let's go down. Oh, there's a guy trying to collect. Oh, come get me. Oh, no. What happened there? Okay, so I got a Reese's Pieces. There's another one. I guess I should just go collect Reese's Pieces. Okay, up. Oh, I fell in the pit. No, go away, guy. Okay, so there's a question mark. Tell me go up. Up. What? Okay, there's another Reese's Pieces. I've got 2. Okay, so now I'm supposed to go left? No. Stop the neck thing, dude. Okay, now. Oh. See, who is this? Is this a different dude? Is that the doctor's coming to get me? Oh, no, he got me. Am I in Rome? What's going on? It doesn't make any sense. And really, y'all couldn't, all green, huh? You can't even make the Reese's Pieces a different color. No yellow, no red, no brown. I mean, the dude's got brown on his trench coat. I know you can do brown. I knew that. I knew it. I cut it too close. But what happened to the Reese's Pieces I've already used? No, go, how? What the? Okay, so they're taking me here to this temple. All right, and they put me down. And then what? Oh, and this is where the infuriating part comes in. I literally got out of the thing and immediately like fell back into it again. Okay. No, go away, dude. Okay, well, like it Okay, up. Oh. On real hardware, they colored the Reese's Pieces. They did not, you liar. But see, like I lost all my Reese's Pieces again. By the way, just looking at ET, that maybe, oh my god, the sprite, there's one extra little item there on the bottom of the character that I think maybe they should have left that pixel out. I'm just saying. Okay, am I supposed to go up now? Going up. No, go away from me. Question mark. Okay, go up. But see, like, how do I appear in the middle? How do I appear, like, in the middle of the... room? Fine, what do you want to do to me, dude? He takes my Reese's Pieces. I don't have any more Reese's Pieces, dude. Okay, so he's the one that takes my Reese's Pieces. The other person carries me back to wherever that is. Okay, it's telling me I should go... No, okay, see, like, what the hell? It was telling me to go right, now it's telling me to go left. Like, am I insane? Okay, what is this? Okay. Okay, so I don't think I've ever done that before. I caused a thing to become alive? Am I supposed to go in all the pits and do stuff? Is that the problem? Am I... Like, is that something I have failed to understand trying to play this game? Is that I'm supposed to go in there? Like I'm supposed to go into the pits? Okay, and now, like, what was that, an Atari? See, like, there's nothing in here. But it, like... And see, I'm almost dead. So I'm dead. And so Elliot just sacrificed his life to save me? Dude, you sacrificed yourself in vain. I can't seem to get out of here, Elliot. See, look at this shit. You remember my favorite part of the movie was? Remember that part in the movie where E.T. stretched his neck and then hovered straight up into the air? That was the best part of the movie for me. How many times is this boy going to revive me? It doesn't matter where I go. It doesn't matter where I go in this pit. As soon as I go up, I immediately fall back in. No, I'm killing this fucker. Is this it? Is it literally just like if I just kept going, would it literally just be fall, die, Elliot revives me? Like, is there an unlimited number of times that this happens? Because I'm still holding the button. It doesn't matter if I'm holding the button or not. If I let go of the button. No, I guess I did finally die. Yep, I died. Listen. Like, one dude made this entire game in 5 weeks. I have never programmed a game ever in my life. I can't imagine. It may take me, it could take me years to even program something like Pac-Man. So I don't want to dunk on this too hard. But on the other hand, this game is, I'm trying to be not, it's not for me. How about that? It's not for me. So, anyway. But I still have it. I still have it. All right, let's go ahead and move on to something else. What's the next one we have up? Here we go. Gonna move forward a little bit. So, October 1983, Dig Dug. I loved this game in the arcade. Loved this game in the arcade. So, of course, I had to have a copy of it on my Atari. The main character's name, Teizo Hori, which means I want to dig in Japanese. I did not know that right offhand. I had to look that one up. The music changes as the character moves. Like I said, this one I felt like was a decent port from the arcade. And there's my OG copy of it. There we go. So yeah, like I freaking loved this game. So let's get into it real quick. All right. No, Dig Dug was D becomes before E. There we go. Dig Dug. Like I said, I felt like this was a decent port. The Underground Smash arcade hit. Only 7 achievements for this one. I love how you can kind of cheat. What the hell? I didn't click anything. Okay, what's going on with my emulator? What is happening here? You know what? We're going to do this real quick. Hold on. Didn't. Emulation master race, really? I was afraid the dragon was going to get me just then, but he didn't. All right, come on, dude. I got you. Didn't. You gotta really watch those dragons, because they're the ones that'll like freaking like blast you with fire. I bet there's an achievement for killing someone with a rock. Nope, guess not. This dude's trying to escape. Get back here. Come on, dude. Gotcha. Haha. It's going to be a race for the fish. I got you. Like, that's got to be a horrible way to kill people. Here, I'm going to inject you with a high-pressure pump and blow you full of air until you literally explode. Like, I wonder what the lore is on this game. Like, how is it the monsters are able to, like, turn into, you know, ethereal creatures and pass through rock? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. You don't want to come get me. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I didn't get him in time. Oh, yep, we're getting to the point where there are multiple in each pod. All right. I have to stay on it. Got him. I feel bad for the little animals that you explode. Yeah, no joke, right? Oh, I hit the wrong button. I hit start. I was thinking I could pause the game. that was on me. All right, we're gonna be done with Pokemon. Jeez, I was reading the chat. We're gonna be done with Dig Dug here. So let's see here. I feel bad for the land. Oh, yeah. Not the most humane pest control method. Yeah, absolutely not. Rogue Pokemon. Hello, Nick Gamer. How are you doing? All right, so that was Dig Dug. Like I said, that was another game that I owned. Let's go ahead and move on to our next one real quick here. Oh, okay. This was also another game that I felt was a fantastic version. I freaking loved this game. Even though, like I've already said, this is one of those games that there's no ending. It just keeps going and going and going. And that is Berzerk, released August of 1982. Game never ends. Just keep going. Yep, like most other stuff. Enemies are dumb and destroy themselves. That was one of the things I liked about this, and was one of the things that when I thought about it as a kid, I was like, why isn't it like that in other games? Like, why is it the bad guys can pass right over the traps? They can shoot each other and everything's just fine. But in this game, like, no, like if they shoot each other, they die. If they run into the wall like you do, they die. And I freaking loved it. And so here's my OG copy. There we go. Berzerk. So, yeah, we're going to jump into this one. Speaking real quick before I go on to that, back to Dig Dug, I was thinking about this as I was playing there, talking about how messed up this is. And I meant to mention it during Pac-Man. If you have, I think it's Hulu, they did this. It was this, I cannot remember what the name of it was to save my life, but it was a bunch of like video game short stories that they did animated. And they're freaking fantastic. Like they did one for Warhammer. Warhammer. That was freaking awesome. I'm trying to think what are some of the other ones they did were, but they were all based on games. But the one they did for Pac-Man was so dark and so twisted. I was just like, how is this Pac-Man? And then when you see at the very end, when it kind of reveals itself, you're just like, oh, Like, that was disturbing. So, because I was like, how are they going to turn this into this little thing? Because, I mean, the only other version of Pac-Man we got was, like, you know, the animated cartoon, and that was all bright and cheerful. This was not bright and cheerful. Like I said, if you've got Hulu, I'm going to have to look it up and make sure I share that so you can go check it out. But, yeah, it was a dark, twisted version of it. And the reason I thought of it playing Dig Dug is, like, I want to see what they come up with that. Like, you know, come up with an animated Dig Dug and see how dark and twisted they get with that. So, all right, let's see here. Let's move on over to Berzerk. Wrong way. There we go. Zero of 8 achievements. I think one of the reasons I liked this game so much is because I like how the robots look with the Cylon eye, because I'm sure that's what everyone else thought of it as well as the Cylon. See, that guy just killed himself. With the Cylon eye, you know, just because Cylons were awesome growing up. But also, and I know everyone else did this as well, you know, you could shoot. And then, of course, you know, you had to do the lightsaber. So, you know, that's what you do as a kid. If I got in the right line, I could have had a shootout with that guy. That, and I love the way that the bullet sounds coming from the bad guys. Oh, they all screwed me almost. Come get me. Yeah. If I ever build a ray gun, like, you know, a prop ray gun, someone remind me to use this sound effect for the shot, the bad guy's shot for my gun, because that would be fantastic. I didn't quite get that lined up. I could have got that lined up and had a fight with the guy. Gotcha. I also like the fact that you can hit at an angle. Haha, you killed yourself. Nice. But as a kid, I always wondered, is there an ending to this game? Like, I never could find it or played it to where there was an ending. But I always wondered, I was like, is there an ending to this game? And now, you know, as an adult and have done some research and stuff, it's like, no, this game, you know, does not have an ending. It just keeps going over and over and over again. Get you on an angle. There you go. I have not found a bad version of Berzerk. Yeah, I agree with that. I was going to say, come on, dude. Walk right up into there. Haha. I'm actually doing pretty good. Dang, I got like 5 men. Ah! I said that and screwed myself. Oh, see, that was nice. That one guy shot the other one. That was cool. Gotcha. What is the happy face that shows up eventually? It's Evil Otto, I think is what his name is. Yeah, I haven't got Evil Otto to show up yet, though. See, they're getting faster. Yeah, there we go. Whew. Got me on the foot on that one. Damn. Dang, that was overkill. Like, He was coming for my ass. Oh, this is not going to go well for me. Oh, it got me in the head. Dang. That was some overkill right there. He didn't have to go that hard. Got another man. Oh, dude, he killed the other guy trying to get to me. It was like that scene in I think it was Attack of the Clones, where the droids, the battle droids are like going, and one of the super droids, the super version, the bigger, stronger versions, like literally like knocks one of the other guys out of the way because he's just like, you're too slow, dude. Oh, and it killed me because I killed him. That's it. But yeah, I used to love playing this game. So even though, like I've said, I'm not normally the type of person that likes to play games where you're just playing to get points, this is one of those games, one of those few games that I was just like, no, I'll play this for a while, and then when I'll go as far as I can. When I go, I'm good. So, but I've always wondered, and is it just me, or on the box art, does it look kind of like, let me hit start. No, that's not what I wanted to do. To me, the robot that's being exploded here, that's dying, looks kind of like, I don't know, something about like the silver part, the way it's just jetting out. It always reminded me of Kickback's head from Transformers, the Insecticon that turned into a grasshopper. Like it always looked like his head, and I was just like, that's kind of a weird look for a robot that looks like it's standing up and has, you know, a silent eye. So, all right. So let's see here. What time is it? It's 1:28. Or I've been playing for about an hour and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I may break this into 2 sessions. I may play one more game, and then I may break this into a second session and play the rest of my Atari games on another time. So let's see what else I've got here. We're just gonna go whatever was the next game I had on the list. Oh no, we can't do this one yet, because this one has to go together with the next one after it, I think. So we're gonna go. All right, we'll do this one. We'll do Crystal Castles, because those other two games have to go together because they're kind of interesting as they go together. So, Crystal Castles, U.S. release date April 1984, has an ending, but is not an infinite loop. So I guess I've got 3. I didn't realize Crystal Castles. I forgot about that. It actually has an ending. I have never beaten it. And this is another one of those games that I felt like, okay, because I love the arcade version. I used to play the arcade version all the time. And so I wanted, you know, the Atari version of it. And I thought it's okay. It is an okay version of it. But that being said, it's also like, well, that's an arcade cabinet. So of course it's going to look awesome and be really big and everything else. And this is just what it looks like when it's brought home, is it has to be, you know, look like it looks like, you know, it does on the Atari. So yeah, I've always liked this game. I'm not good at it though. Don't get me wrong. I am not good at this game. So sometimes I get in a mood where I just want to play a crap ton of Atari games for like 5 minutes. And see, yes, that is the beauty of the Atari, is let's just go through and play a bunch of games, and you play them for a little while and then you go do something else. Like you go, okay, cool. We've been playing, you know, it was the hottest hour, you know, it was the hardest part of the day. We've been playing for a couple hours. And so let's go back outside now and play with Transformers or ride our bikes or something. Yeah, like that was the beauty of the Atari back then. So, all right, playing Crystal Castles. Yeah, so like I said, we'll play this one and then we'll wrap it up. 0 of 21 achievements. I've thought about maybe doing some hardcore achievement hunting, and if I do, I'm gonna have to look up like how to do some of these, like what some of these achievements are, and be like, you know, because I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, how could you squeeze that many achievements out of this game? So, all right. And I would say the problem with this game though is And so you're this little bear, and you're trying to collect all the crystals, these little pellet-looking things here on the ground. But like it's very loose as you're moving it around. But you played this. This was a game in the arcade that you played on a trackball. And so I think for doing this on a joystick, I think they emulated it very well. But the thing is, even though they emulated it very well, oh, there's a fireball chasing me now. Even though they emulated that very well, so it's very loose, it doesn't mean it's not as annoying as it was either. Like it is annoying. You're just like, I know I ran over that one and got it, but it didn't count. Because you really have to be fast to get. Oh, I was trying to get that last one and I got too close. Not doing great. Not doing great. And then, see, I want to say, I think the bad guys can also pick up the crystals, if I'm correct. Oh, there's a skeleton now. That's scary. Some scary one-eyed monsters as well. Get away from me, skeleton. Give me my crystal. I wonder how many levels are in this thing. Yeah, see, like, look, the one-eyed monster thing is, it's eating the crystals. Come on, let me down. There we go. If you watch it, it sucks them up and then, like, turns red as it's going down its throat. That's very phallic, I'm just going to say. No, I didn't want to go up there. I was trying to get that last crystal. Take me down to the Paradise City. There we go. Oh, I walked right into that. Oh, look, my hat's there. Am I invincible? I guess I'm invincible when I have the hat. Which is probably why I have the hat in the artwork for the game. Oh, I can jump. I forgot I can jump. I don't know what I jump over. Can I jump over monsters? Maybe. They just seem too tall for me to jump over is the thing. Got them. Eating them with their butts. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm invincible. Oh, no. Why did you go down that way? You should have went the other way. But yeah, so apparently there is an ending to this game. I just never have gotten to it. So I wonder if anyone has. I wonder if surely there's someone on YouTube that has played this game to the end and has the ending recorded or whatever it might be. I'm sure at this level, it's probably just like, thanks for playing our game. It's like, yay, thanks for that. So, Luke's Awakening. I always think I want to play Atari games, but then I play Atari games. You know what? Fair enough. So, but yeah, so like I said, I've been playing for about an hour and a half. I think I'm going to call it for today, or at least for now. You know what? I may come back and play later on today. We'll see. May watch some stuff with the boys. We'll see. But yeah, I've got a few more games to play, and some of them are. Let's see here. That's a winner. That's a winner. Those. I've got like 2 winners and some really bad games to play, to be honest with you. So, but yeah, and I've already kind of shown my hand on 2 of them. They were made by US Games, And like, I want to say, like, I have the vaguest memory of either seeing them in the store or buying them from the store, but I literally bought them from Sears. Like, if number one, if you remember Sears, yes, they had an electronics section, and they sold the Atari 2600. They actually sold Nintendo games, and I think they even sold up to Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, if I remember correctly. But yeah, like it was this one little oasis. You used to go to the store with your parents, and it was the one little oasis you had. Your parents were like, all right, well, we have to go clothes shopping at Sears. And you're just like, I don't want to go clothes shopping at Sears. And so you're just like, oh, can I go look at the toys and can I go look at the video games? And that's the one little oasis that you had in Sears. Of course, before Sears closed and you became an adult, they didn't have that section anymore. And as an adult, you're like, I'm going to go look at the tools. So yeah, it's... let's see here. Trichome, Plenty of Bangers, River Raid, Yard's Revenge. I don't have those. I'm not playing those. But yeah, like I said, I will either set up another stream for later today, tomorrow, sometime or another. I'll let everyone know. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun playing these. And like I said, I wanted to go through my OG original Atari games. And then what I'll probably do next is go through my OG Nintendo games, and play quite a few of those. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the month of November. I'm going to go through and play all my games. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for everyone who joined me in the chat. Let's see, we got Super Mega Graphics 64, Trichome, Luke's Awakening. Let me scroll back through here. I know Born Distracted was here. Both of my boys, Epic Shark and Epic Lion. Thanks, Epic Lion, for jumping in and helping me play combat. If I've missed anyone else here, I do apologize, but thanks everyone who jumped in and was watching the game, watching me play. That was a lot of fun. So, as always, you can check out all the shows that we do on the channel: Epically Geeky, Marginally Geeky, Creatively Geeky, Sustainably Geeky, EG Live, and EG Gaming. We had an awesome show on Thursday night with EG Gaming. So I've got my what's it called? Xbox Series S. It's packed up. It's ready to go. I'm probably taking it to the to GameStop or Game Exchange tomorrow to sell it, so I can get the money I can use for PC stuff. I was listening to Cyrus's stream earlier today. It sounds like he may be backing out, dude. Like, if you don't need to financially do it, don't do it. Hold on to your S. But if you're not playing it, man, you were right there. You had talked yourself into it. Like, it makes sense for you to trade it in. It's not like I'm getting anything out of it. I'm just telling you, like, I think you would be much happier if you went in and traded in your S and got an X, a 1X. I think it sounds like you would be a lot more, you would actually enjoy it. So, and then as always, you can, check out, if you want to support us, go check out our merch store at tpublic.com, Epically Geeky, where you can find all the different shirts that we do. I just added some new ones this week. I've got the EG Gaming logo up there now. And dang it, I forgot to... You know what? I need to go ahead and show this one real quick. Give me 1 second. I need to see if I can pull this up real quick. Yeah, so I got that shirt up. I got 2 more shirts that I think are actually really fun. Here we go. All right, and I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to pull this in. Let's see here. No. All right, let me try this. All right, add application capture, no, audio capture, browser. There we go. All right. I'm going to create a new one. Yep, that's what we want. You've added browser source. Okay. Let's try this. Oh. Oh, of course it did that. Computers, man, right? All right, there we go. There we go. All right. So here we go. This is not going to be great. This is just down and dirty. I should have already put this on there, but I didn't think about it until now. So here we go. Nope, we don't need that. Why are you doing this? Can I not interact with that? I can't interact with it. Are you serious? Okay, let's try. This is great. This is fantastic. Wonderful. Absolutely great. Try this again. There we go. Okay. So yeah, someone suggested this on the stream, and yeah, so I did a Be Kind Rewind shirt specifically for this channel. So yeah, if you want to support me and you know, you support the emulation and the rewinding and all of that great stuff. Yeah, there you go. And then the other one that I did was, let's just do this. Properties. And the other one I did was Cat's Gonna Cat, because Cat's Gonna Cat, man. Like, you know, they're gonna jump on your keyboard. They're gonna do all this stuff. All right, TeePublic, enough with that. Enough with that. All right. So anyway, you can check us out at TeePublic. So for everyone in the site and everyone in the chat, have a good day.